Died alongside her husband. State Senator John Hoffman and his wife also shot. Right now they are recovering.
And here's what we know so far. Police are looking for this man, 57-year-old Vance Bolter. Investigators believe he impersonated a police officer to enter both the victims' homes and open fire there. Moments ago, the FBI announcing they are offering a $50,000 reward for information leading to an arrest.
Reporter Jen Sullivan is following the ongoing manhunt.
This is a dark day today for Minnesota and for democracy.
Minnesota leaders and law enforcement announcing the shocking news Saturday morning that two state lawmakers, Democratic Representative Melissa Hortman and Democratic State Senator John Hoffman, and their spouses were shot in their homes. Hortman and her husband Mark were killed in what Minnesota Governor Tim Walz said appeared to be a politically motivated assassination.
Speaker Hortman was someone who served the people of Minnesota with grace, compassion, humor, and a sense of service. She was a formidable public servant, a fixture and a giant in Minnesota.
Police say around 2 a.m. Saturday, they received a call that someone had shot Hoffman and his wife in their home in Champlin, Minnesota, a suburb of Minneapolis. Both were rushed to an area hospital to undergo surgery.
My prayers also go out to State Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette, who were each shot multiple times.
Roughly an hour and a half later, officers went to check on Hortman's home in nearby Brooklyn Park. When police arrived, they say they saw what appeared to be a police officer coming out of the home. That person then firing a weapon at them. Police believe that individual is responsible for both shootings.
This is somebody that clearly had been impersonating a police officer.
Adding to the terror of this story, police said they found what they believed to be a manifesto inside the suspect's car with nearly 70 names, including lawmakers and abortion providers, as well as No Kings flyers referring to anti-Trump protests.
There is increased security in place for elected officials and others who may be at risk.
President Donald Trump says he's been briefed on the situation and said, quote, "Such horrific violence will not be tolerated." I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
A day of rallies across the nation, from Philadelphia to Atlanta to Los Angeles and Boston. Thousands of so-called No Kings protesters rallied here in Boston, many of them joining the annual Boston Pride Parade. Advocates telling us they were there to celebrate their community and push back against the Trump administration. Organizers believe 1 million people took part.
We have team coverage of these events tonight. Let's begin with our Ted Wayman live on the Boston Common, where lots of people are still there, Ted.
Hey, Sean, I can tell you Boston Common is a major meeting place today. Organizers said more than 1 million people are in town for two rallies, the Boston Pride Rally as well as the No Kings Rally. Both kicked off in the Back Bay earlier today. This all started on Clarendon Street. The Boston Pride for People March started on Clarendon Street with a motorcycle contingent, and then hundreds of thousands of people marching through Back Bay celebrating the LGBTQ+ community. That rally ends up on Boston Common, and that's where the No Kings Rally also merged with this massive crowd. No Kings Rally is a movement targeted at the Trump administration and specifically President Trump, who protesters say is going around Congress with too many executive orders and not government for and by the people.
People need to stand up and not be afraid. Authoritarianism moves forward when people are fearful and hide in their places, and that's when the authoritarians can do whatever they want.
Now, there was one counter demonstration specifically on Boston Common a short time ago when Governor Healey took the stage this afternoon. She was briefly shouted off the stage by a pro-Palestinian group and later came back to address today's rallies. We'll have much more on today's crowds and demonstrations coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. Live on Boston Common, I'm Ted Wayman, WCVB News Center 5.